The first website I'm going to be showing you today is called Desmos, and it is an activity generator and a graphing calculator. The website we're going to today is www.teacher.desmos.com, and the ISTE standards for educators, looking at 5B, designing authentic learning activities, and 6B, managing the use of technology and student learning strategies in digital platforms. Our TPAC standard is TCK1. Candidates design facilitate diverse learning activities that incorporate digital tools and resources. So when you open Desmos, you'll get a home screen, talks about different activities, gives you some ideas. Let's get signed in here. Now I signed in with my school Google account, so it's linked to my school Google account as well as my Google Classroom, which is nice. You can see there are various ideas, but I'm going to show you one I specifically used with my students earlier and how that went. There's an activity called Intro to Unit Rate. So when I bring up my dashboard, you can see I have 4 classes. They've all been working on it. And if I view dashboard, this would be how you would get your students to log in. They would go to this website and log in using that and click join. So continue activities, Michelle Center, yes. I had already started this once. Each slide presents a different activity. So there's directions here at the top. Move the black dot and may take notes on what you notice. So they can physically move it or press the play button. So then they have a space here to type in what they notice, observations and or questions they might have. And they can still use this little mini graph here. They go on to the next one to slide the black dot and explain how it relates to the labels. So they have to look at the labels of dollars and ice cream and then type in how they relate. So while this is going on, I have my teacher dashboard that I can see. So looking here, I have them on anonymized, so the names are a little bit weird. But if you click on the little 3 dots here, I can see exactly, that happens to be me, oh that's funny, who that student actually is. And so I can get a sense of where every kid is on in their pacing, what slide they're on. Now, let's say I want to look specifically at a slide. I click here. I see all the different graphs. I can overlay them so that I can see them all on one graph. Zoom in and zoom out. Here on the question one, I have all my questions. And the kids actually, once they answer a question, they can say, okay, my unit rate was 5 out of 1 and submit to class. They'll see other people's answers. So then if they realize, oh, shoot, I made a mistake, they can edit their responses, learn from their classmates, so there's collaboration going on, and then submit again, see if it makes sense. You can use tables. They can add points here. So they have to put a unit rate of $2 per order of nachos. So if they want 2 orders of nachos, it would be $4. And that should put another point on their table. You can see down here at the bottom, they have a keyboard that you can put in mathematical formulas. If you don't need it, you can just hide it. Enter the rate from the last slide. So it was $2 per slide of nachos. Submit that to the class, and you can see $10 for 5 nachos up here, $10 per nacho. All this is going on. I can monitor what they're saying. And I can always go back to the summary to see exactly where the students are in there. It also has the option of pacing. As the teacher, I can force them to go to screen 1 and everybody be there. So if I say restrict to screen 1, I should be back on screen 1 as a student. Okay, so I can take off the pacing. I can pause. If I pause, the students will see this. It makes it so I can talk to them. So you can see here, I can go back to my home page here. Intro to Unit Rate, I had 4 classes working on this. You can see over here, if I go home, I get some featured activities that I can use, some bundles. People have designed all of these programs. Now, if you decide you want to look at just the graphing calculator, you're just going to go to Desmos.com. And then you have graphing calculator activities, or that you can use. So you just type in an equation. This might be for a higher level, and it'll put it on the graph for you. If you want to change its location, and if you want more than one, you can type in as many as you need. You can add tables, expressions, notes, images. It puts a point where I tell it to. Lots of activities you can do. I have a fellow teacher that has the kids all design their own graphing pictures. So anyway, I hope you are excited about Desmos and trying out some new activities. When you are in your classroom activity, you can search for any ideas. Polygraphs, triangles, transitions. Polygraphs are another fun activity that I'm not going to get fully into, but I recommend you try out teacher.desmos.com and see what you can find.